what happens if you're a young soldier as part of the occupying force who falls in love with a enemy at the end of a world war. You fall in love, you start a family, and all you want more than anything else is to get her home with you so you can all be, you, the children, her, can all be a family together. Well, At the Foot of the Cherry Tree by Ellie Parker is based on that exact scenario and based on the true story of her grandparents during World War II. At the Foot of the Cherry Tree was an absolutely fantastic historical fiction based on the true story of Ellie's grandparents, of her grandfather, who was part of the Australian occupying force in Japan, and her grandmother, who was a Japanese national whose home had been destroyed by the atomic bombs. It's a story that shows the power that a single voice can have, a single stubborn voice, and how that voice can change laws and change a nation and just change the future of people in its country. It's so well written, it's really engaging, and I thoroughly enjoyed reading it. It shows World War II and the results of the atomic bombs and the devastation that occurred in Japan during World War II, particularly after the atomic bombs were dropped towards the end of the war. It also shows that the hate and the fear that these kind of conflicts can bring in, how you can turn to hating completely, like an entire nation can turn to hating another entire nation, and how that hate lingers. Some of that hate from those wars that have happened, how they still linger to this day, even though we don't realize that they do. It's a great story. I highly recommend reading it if you love history or you want a book set in a part of the world that maybe you haven't read a historical novel from, Japan and Australia. Just saying. I rated this a 3.5 out of 5 stars, and I have just seen that she's released another book, so I very much would like to read that one as well.